Hey guys, it's Thursday, April 8th, and today Apple has released their iPhone OS 4 software, which they're calling it. It came with a lot of new features, which I'll be explaining all in this video. And it's interesting because the iPad did just come out about 5 days ago, and already no one expected the Apple to come out with such an update, like so dramatic this fast right after the iPad came out. Alright, so let's get right to it, I guess. So first, Steve started off by saying that today was a big day for iPhone OS software and that they were basically going to come out with 4.0. I'm sure everybody knew that though by the invitation, because you could see in the reflection that there was a 4 right in the window. He then started to state that the iPad had already sold 450,000 units to date, which is just, it's incredible. I mean, it's almost sold 500,000 units and it's only been out for 5 days. Or 5 days about, yeah. There have already been 600,000 iBooks sold, and 3.5 million iPad apps have already been downloaded. And then, Walt Mossberg from the Wall Street Journal quoted that, after spending hours and hours with it, I believe this beautiful new touchscreen device from Apple has the potential to change the portable computing profoundly. Now that, for someone, a lot of people actually were throwing a lot of hate out at the iPad, but for someone like from the Wall Street Journal to say something about that, just incredible. I mean, you really haven't heard anything bad about the iPad whatsoever. I mean, all of it's been good stuff that you really heard. Okay. Jobs then stated that there have been over 4 billion apps downloaded to date, and that there were now over 185,000 apps available in the App Store. 3,500 of them, which are for iPad only, iPad specific. Alright, so let's get, now we just talked about the iPhone and some of the stuff that's going on with that. Let's get onto the iPhone now. Jobs then continued on talking about the iPhone. The iPhone makes up 64% mobile browser use share, and everything else added together is half the iPhone's mobile browser use share. 50 million iPhones have been sold since launch day, and a total of 85 million iPhones and iPod Touches have been sold. Jobs then finally began to talk about the iPhone 4.0, and it would be released in the summer, and that today was strictly a developer preview day. He showed a slide of some of the key features that it would include, and there were over 100, and said that there were over 100 new features. The main things Jobs were going to talk about, and he described as the 7 tentpole features, the first of which was multitasking, which makes running multiple third-party apps at the same time possible. Now, everybody has been wanting this for a long time, and for it to finally come out, it's the iPhone and iPod Touch just got a lot better. So, say you want to launch the email or the mail app, then this has a URL attached to an email. So I jump to Safari, then I want to go back to mail. I double click the home button and a window raises that shows me all the apps that I currently have running, like a dock that you call up. The new UI puts all the apps that are running at the bottom of the screen. Now that's going to be really nice to run multiple apps just like a computer. I mean, the iPad is now, it's a computer, you know. Before it really wasn't, you know, but now it's gonna go a lot farther now. If you don't use multitasking properly, then it can make your device's battery get low fast, and make it feel sluggish. Scott Forstall then took the stage to explain how they preserve the battery and performance. They're providing 7 multitasking services as APIs to developers. Take Pandora as an example. Until now, when you left the app to go to another, the music stopped. No longer. Pandora can continue to play in the background while you switch apps, and you can use the controller in the back screen to control the music. Or on the lock screen. That's nice too. I mean, you've never been able to do that. You can jump right into the iTunes store while the music plays and download it if you hear a song that you like and you want to download it, so you can listen to it later or whatever. Now you can talk on the phone while playing a game at the same time or doing some other form of entertainment or business related stuff. Push notifications don't need to use Apple servers. Task completion was another big one. You can upload pics in the background. And fast app switching allows apps to save and its state and stop running, then restart instantly where you left off. Now this next part is something that people have been wanting forever. I mean, a lot of people jailbroke because they wanted to put finally change the home screen, but now you won't need a jailbreak anymore because you can do that legally now, and actually just right on the iPod Touch and iPhone you can just do that legit. The next tentpole they discussed was folders. Until now, people would have to search through the countless pages of apps in order to find the one they wanted. Now with folders, you no longer have to do that. If you want to make a folder with games, for instance, just hold your finger on the app until it jiggles. I'm sure everybody knows how to do that to move them around and whatnot. And then just drag an app and drop it onto another app, and then it'll automatically create a folder, and then it'll change the icon into a little box with multiple icons that are in it, you know. So say if you have Doodle Jump, it'll show a little picture of Doodle Jump, and then you have Archers or whatever, it'll show that too. Alright. You can now have up to 20, now this is just incredible, you can have 2,160 apps on your iPod Touch or iPhone. Before, you were only able to have 180. Now that's just phenomenal that you can finally do that. Now I don't know who's going to need to have 2,160 apps on their iPod or iPhone, but whatever. I mean, it's really nice that you can have more. Another one of the tentpoles was in the new enhanced mail. You can now have all your mail in one inbox. You can finally organize by thread as well now. You'll also be able to open attachments with apps. Another tentpole is iBooks on your iPod and iPhone. Now, the enhanced mail, that's really nice. I mean, people have been wanting multiple emails in one inbox for a long time, just like they wanted to be able to customize a homepage and multitask. But iPod, I mean, having iBooks on the iPod Touch and iPhone, that's really nice. I mean, it is, but it's only a 3.5 inch. I can't remember how big the screen is on the iPod right offhand. But I mean, it's going to be really small to read books off that. I'm not sure if that'll take off as well as Apple would hope that it would, like the iPad did. It comes with Winnie the Pooh for free, just like the iPad, so I think that's kind of cute. That's kind of cool that it comes with a free book. The next tentpole is Enterprise, which includes better data protection, mobile device management, wireless app distribution, multiple exchange accounts, and SSL UPN support. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure other people do. Now the sixth tentpole is a Game Center, which is basically an Xbox Live for your iPod Touch or iPhone. For your iDevices, there's over 50,000 games in the App Store, and that's a lot of games. You couldn't even put all those on your iPod. They added a social gaming network because they wanted to make gaming better on the iPod and iPhone. It includes achievements, leaderboards, and matchmaking. Now the seventh tentpole is called iAd. It's a mobile advertising thing that developers are finding ways to make money off free apps, and they're putting ads into them. And Apple thinks, just plain and simple, that the ads that people are putting into these free games, they suck. So they want to interrogate emotion into their ads. iAd is about motion plus interactivity. The ad keeps you in your app. When you click on a banner app, it takes you out of the app and into an ad page. Apple wants to keep you on the app. Yes, okay, so take this ad for an example right here. Here's an ad for Toy Story 3, and when you click on it, this is what you'll see. It comes up with videos and games, characters, and it'll show you a map of where the closest theaters are that are screening the movie when it finally does come out, right from the ad. This is nice technology. Steve said that there's never been anything even close to an ad like this. If you like the game that's in the ad, you can try it out a little bit for free, and then if you like it, you can buy it, and there'll be more features in the game. They are releasing a development preview today, but the actual update won't be available for the iPhone and iPod Touch until summer, and fall for the iPad. So that's basically it. I mean, that's really sums it up kind of quick there. If you want to know anything else, just comment or watch another video from somebody else. Good videos are from The Creative One, John for Lakers, Soldier Knows Best. There's just 3 people I can come up with at the top of my head. And I'm subscribed to all of them, so just check them out. But the iPhone, iPod Touch 3rd Gens, and iPhone 3GS are the only devices other than the iPad that will run multitasking. And the iPhone won't be, you won't have to pay to get the update on it, but for the iPod Touch you will. And the iPod Touch 2nd generation and iPhone 3G won't run multitasking. And for more information, you can visit apple.com and click iPhone OS 4 in the bottom left. Alright guys, I hope this video isn't too long. I can see it's 9 minutes and 40 seconds right now, but I have to do a lot of editing on it, so I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Make sure to follow me at twitter.com/apple_kills_PCS. There'll be a link in the description. Thanks for watching guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.